everybody, it's me, Erin. Today is April 28th, 2015, and this marks 52 weeks post-op RNY gastric bypass, and today is actually my 1-year surgery anniversary, or surgiversary if you know, for everyone that calls it that. I'm going to try to make this video quick. So that's a funny glare coming in out of there, huh? Oh well. Please don't mind my messy kitchen. My highest weight is 258.8, and my surgery weight was 246.6, and my current weight is 163.2. That is a total loss of 95.4 pounds. Woohoo! I didn't quite meet my personal goal. I was hoping to reach the 100-pound loss by today, but I kind of slacked off the last couple weeks, being kind of like in a slight state of depression, which of course, you know, that affects your eating and your mood and workout and all. For me, when my emotions run over me, they run my whole life until I figure out what the hell's going on and I take a hold of it. So I'm slowly working on that. One of my best friends moved away, and it was something that happened very sudden. I didn't even get a chance to prepare. It just something happened in their life, and she had to take a job up in Chico, which is like 3 to 4 hours from where we are now. So anyway, so I'm dealing with that. Well, actually I haven't been dealing with it. I haven't even cried about it yet, but I haven't really given myself the time to do that because I feel like I've been so busy. So I did get to say goodbye to her before she left though, so anyways, I want to get off that topic because like right now is not the time for me to cry about it. So oh, and then of course, you know, I talked in another video about changes happening in my life as far as my career. Well, we're getting like a step closer to that. I got a job offer from a construction company we work with a lot, and Thursday I left work a couple hours early to go over there and look at their office and see where I'd be working and get kind of a quick little rundown of the accounting system and their filing system and all that stuff. So it's a little intimidating, a little overwhelming, but I'm pretty good at adapting and adjusting to situations and things, and I like to think that I'm a quick learner when it comes to computer technology and all that stuff. I'm not a whiz, but you know, I have a fair confidence in my ability to adjust and learn new computer programs. So that being said, I'm excited and nervous at the same time, and also saddened because, you know, where I've been working for all these years, you know, retiring and, you know. Anyways, trying to make this a short video, make it quick, but I got a lot of content I want to put in it. So, if you want to message me or ask me questions, you know, I will be more than happy to answer your questions later, or give more details if you want, about any of the topics that I'm mentioning here. Because I don't want to be late for my workout because I already missed yesterday, and then last week I missed 2 days, so yeah, anyways. Let's see. A couple of NSVs. Well, actually, one of them I don't know is an NSV. It's kind of just a weird thing that happens lately. A couple weeks ago, I decided to try and wrap a regular towel around me, and not only did it fit, but I could actually tuck it in right here, and there was no gap or nothing, so woohoo! Yeah, I was kind of scared to try it because I didn't want to like try it and fail like, you know, a couple months ago, but no, it towel fits around me the way it's supposed to. So now my other towel, it was like a beach size towel. That's the one I always used, you know, my whale towel, I guess you want to call it. I guess I might just store that in the camper for when we go camping. Let's see. And the other thing that I don't quite know is an NSB. It's really funny when it happens because, you know, as I know I mentioned in my videos like several months ago, you know, when people talk about how, you know, they don't know how to react or how to behave skinny, you know, and I'm the opposite of that, you know, like when I was fat, I couldn't really understand that I was fat, you know, and when I look in the mirror, I saw fat when I moved or when I tried to do something and I was refrained from doing it because I was unable to do it, like, you know, get off the floor. Oh yeah, I'm fat. So, you know, there were a lot of people that I had met and became friends with during that time while I was fat. And there are several people that I haven't seen in a long time, and they saw me, you know, like in the beginning of my weight loss, so I hadn't lost too much weight yet, but here I am, you know, 95 pounds lighter. I went out Friday night, and I wore this dress, and went to Crocodiles, which is the dance club that my girlfriend and I always go to. And, you know, our friends were there, but they didn't recognize me. They didn't know who I was. I walk up to them, and they're, like, looking at me like, you know, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, oh my god, I didn't know it was you. So I get a lot of people who don't recognize me, don't know who the hell I am until I start talking. And they're like, wow, and then, you know, it's just on from there. And then they feel silly because they didn't know who I was, and you know, and then there's a couple people that were like drunk. They were so drunk that even though they acted like they knew who I was, the way the conversation was going, I could tell that they still couldn't understand who I was. It was weird and funny at the same time. So, anyways, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk about food. Okay. I don't know if any of you have tried the Protein Plus noodles from Barilla. Barilla Pasta makes a Protein Plus product. Okay, I'm going to move away for a second, so please don't judge my kitchen. I got dishes piled up over there. Okay, so here's one of them. The only ones I could find locally was when I went to Winco in Modesto, and they had the angel hair pasta and they had the bow tie pasta. Supposedly Walmart is supposed to carry some of them too, but I don't hardly ever make it over to Walmart. So, anyways, it's got 17 grams of protein, and oh, here we go. 17 grams of protein for, oh my goodness, 3.5 ounce serving. Okay, I haven't done the math or done the portions yet, but let's see. This whole box is 14.5 ounces. But I made some pasta salad with this, you know, with the Italian dressing, you know, the zesty pasta salad. And, I mean, I could only get like 3 or 4 bites maybe of this in, so it's hard to count the protein for this, you know, and for those who are keeping track, like on my FitnessPal and stuff, it was hard to log in the portion, you know, for the nutrition and stuff like that. So I think instead of using this as a main dish, well, like, with the exception of like maybe spaghetti, you know, I will want to use some of these. I'll just use these as a small side dish for my starch or my carb portion, because I mean, it even has amounts for 2-ounce serving, which is still 10 grams of protein, and then it says 38 grams of carbs, but let's see, 8 grams of that is fiber, and only 2 grams is sugar. So the rest is like in starch or whatever. So, and I will say that I think this tastes just like regular pasta, if not better. Because when I don't know if anyone's ever made that pasta salad, or if they've had leftover pasta. Like a couple days later, you get that starchy nastiness in your mouth after you take a bite, or the aftertaste, and this doesn't have it. It doesn't have that bad aftertaste or starchiness at all, which is great. So I think this is going to be our main staple for now on for pasta, because, I mean, I don't know, I think it tastes better. Let's see. So, on to the next step. Oh, and my birthday just passed on April 8th. So, a friend of mine, she gave me a gift card for Amazon, and I have been wanting an ice cream maker, but I haven't really set aside the money to actually like go buy something for myself like that, you know, because I thought it was a splurge, especially when bills need to be paid and stuff like that. So, with that birthday money, I got an ice cream maker. Why? Because I've been craving ice cream. I crave sweets a lot, and I am really good about not giving in, with the exception of the occasional M&M, you know, or if my husband gets a candy bar, sometimes I want a little nibble of just the outside chocolate coating. So there's that. But that's not bad for giving in on a craving once in a while. So, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh, ice cream. The reason I decided to get an ice cream maker, and I've been wanting one like for this whole last year, is because when I'll stand there for like 30 minutes looking at every single brand and make and flavor and type of ice cream, and look at the sugar versus and carbs and ingredients and stuff like that. It's really, really tedious and annoying. And then of course you see the ones that say no sugar added, or low carb or anything like that. They either have Splenda, which is really bad for you. I do my best not to use artificial sweeteners as much as possible. Some things I can't get away from, like the sugar-free Jell-O. I mean, you gotta have pudding and Jell-O in your life a little bit. So, you know, but, you know, and I really don't like Splenda. I mean, of all the artificial sugars, I think Splenda is probably the worst of them all. Because it's the after product of refined sugar. It's like diesel made, you know, the leftover from gasoline. You know, I mean, that's all healthy, right? So I want to make my own ice cream using stevia, and I found all kinds of recipes. I don't know why I haven't even tried it yet. I mean, I was kind of busy this weekend, but I did really mean to try making ice cream, and I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to try it this weekend, and I will give you guys an update. Maybe I'll do a video of the after process of making it. I'll leave the ingredients and stuff out so you can see what I put in it. So, let's see. Oh, and then the other thing that's usually in ice cream is sugar alcohol, and I already explained what that does to me. It sends me to the bathroom for a while. Let's see. Grocery outlet. Had a bunch of this on sale, real cheap. So I've been kind of doing a little bit of experimenting with that. And I actually found a recipe for brownies chocolate chip brownies. They turned out really good, but they were dry, really dry. The recipe called for honey, which of course I used stevia instead, and I think that honey would have put moisture in the cake or the brownie. So I decided to experiment with making a frosting. So, which turned out amazing. Saw a lot of recipes, you know, for the paleo diet stuff using coconut milk, and I never used coconut milk before. So when I open up the can, I'm expecting to see this, you know, white liquid. It wasn't like white liquid. It's almost like shortening. There's like probably this much of a layer of like thick whipped shortening consistency of coconut milk on top, and then there's coconut water down below. So I took the whole can and I put it in a bowl, and I took a vanilla sugar-free pudding. This is pistachio, but I'm sure this will work too. But I just one packet, whipped it up with the hand mixer, and I put that on top of the chocolate chip brownie, and oh my god, it was so good. Everybody was raving about it. Yeah, my brother-in-law, who is a junk food junkie, if you mention the word vegetarian or healthy or good for you, he usually turns tail and runs, and he loved those brownies. I experimented with some almond flour, and I made cake in a cup, which again was dry. It tasted great, but it was dry because it called for honey, and I used stevia. So I think I have to play with these, you know, add and subtract things from it. And I also made crepes the other morning, and they ended up kind of thick, like almost like pancakes, like thin pancakes. And those turned out great. I put some sliced banana and a little bit of chocolate chips in between, and turned out amazing. And then, of course, I made whipped cream with heavy cream and used the stevia and vanilla. That's all I put in it, and it turned out great. I put less, of course, when you're using stevia instead of sugar, you have to use like 1/4 less the amount of stevia, otherwise you're going to get that that nasty tinge, almost like the artificial sugar flavor on, you know, in your food. So stevia can be really strong if you don't use it, you know, in moderation. So wow, my short video is turning into a very long one. So there's that for right now, and see, I will close with sharing my garden with you. We're going to walk outside. I'll put my sunglasses on because it's kind of bright. Don't mind my double chin, which is going away, thank goodness. Now, my husband and I, we've been like strong believers in, but not strong enough to actually do anything about it until recently. Like, we've been trying to grow our own food for a lot of stuff. And I'm going to flip this around. Is it going to work? Oh, the video's not turning around. Okay, never mind. So, right here, we got some chocolate mint. And here is a lavender shrub that I've been trying to get to grow for a very long time. And finally, it's getting a lot bigger. For like a year, it stayed so tiny. And we just planted this Japanese maple tree because, as you can see, my house faces the west, and we get all the afternoon sunshine. So hopefully that will become a nice shade tree. Let's see. And then we heard that if you bury a clove of garlic, it will grow into a full-size garlic. So last year, I planted a clove of garlic, and there it is. It's not ready to be pulled yet because I hate spiders. Okay. So that's going to be a full clove of garlic when it's ready. And right here, this is oregano. And then I have celery growing over there, because I also heard that if you take an old stalk of celery, you can grow your own. And so I got one over there in the corner. Let's see what else. Oh, and we got lots of citronella. This started out as like a little 2-inch plant in a pot. Planted it, and it's become this huge shrub. We have to keep it pruned back because it gets so big and full, and then it has babies down here. I've taken a couple of the babies and I transplanted them over there, and you see I have a great big bush over here now. And I have pulled some of the babies out and I've given them away, and so, well, let's see. Blueberries. I had an argument with somebody just recently saying that blueberries are not in season yet, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. All I could tell you is that my 2 blueberry bushes are like way full of blueberries. They're not ripe yet, but they are way full. And see here, I mean, this is 2 blueberry bushes, and you can see every single branch is loaded with blueberries. I'm so excited for when they all are ready. Down here I have a rosemary started. We were given this peach tree. It's a dwarf peach tree. It grows full-size peaches. And right here we were also given a lemon tree. And you see the lemons are starting on it. And over the weekend we bought this orange tree, which we're going to be planting over here in this front flower bed. So I really love gardening, and I'm getting better at it as the years go by. So right here we have cilantro. I love Mexican food, and I love cilantro. So it seems like every time we pick some off of here to cook with, it gets thicker and thicker. So that's wonderful. And then we have 6 different types of bell peppers. And we have 2 tomato plants. And this is thyme. Looks like it's starting to flower. I guess I had to clip some of this off so I can dry it. And then this, we planted this like 2 years ago. This is a Honeycrisp apple tree. And this is a Gala apple tree. And these 2 can pollinate with each other, because we were worried about having a tree that wasn't going to get pollinated to produce. And so it was nice to find that you can get 2 different types of trees that will cross-pollinate with each other. And then over here we have four basil plants. So miniature rose, and I'm not sure what that is. I just thought it was pretty and I got it. And then I got some alyssum, I got some jasmine, and my strawberry. My strawberry plant, this is like the only one that has survived after all the freezes and winters and lack of water. So we have a tendency to get really bad about watering, especially in the wintertime. So, needless to say, we are learning to be a green thumb. And I love taking like clippings of plants and trying to repot them. See, this, I don't know how well it's doing. I got this as a clipping and I planted it a couple weeks ago. It's still alive, so maybe that's a good thing. This is a clipping. I keep it outside. It probably doesn't like being outside. And this is a clipping of an ice plant. And then I just recently got this because I thought it looked so cool. And then I put a piece of it in here, and it seems to be taking pretty well. And then down there I have a geranium that I took a clipping of. So anyways, I hope that didn't bore you too much. And oh my goodness, I'm going to be late for my workout. I gotta go. See you next time.